Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to talk about Bezoge for a little bit and some whale movements and things like that, and explaining why people buy and sell all the time big wallets, or they're spreading it around to other wallets, because it seems like we have a lot of viewers and subscribers and a lot of people into the crypto and the stock market over the last 2 years that don't know how people make money. Obviously everyone thinks it's holding for long term and doing this and that, but a lot of people, actually the majority of people, make money on the short term trading. If you don't know what that means, check it out on Google. But we gotta also think to whoever actually made that meme that is actually the caption on this video. That is actually hilarious. It's fantastic. And I will actually talk about Shiba and Bezoge together, because over the last couple days I've been looking at some of the wallets over here that I've been selling and buying and whatever, and some big buys that came in a couple days ago. I think there was one that was like 50 ether or whatever, and a few other ones, and I saw that they had sold Shiba and a few of the big whales that that they buy in and they just stay in. It's not like they're in and out all day long. They've either sold Shiba or some of the other dog meme coins, which is kind of funny, but it looks like they're all coming over to Bezoge. But one thing we're going to look at here on Dex Tools, which I actually didn't realize that was on here, was if you go on the side here, you can see like the total transactions they've completed. And obviously these are some these are some wallets. It says like, they've had 4 buys at 8.5 ether total, and they've just sold 2 transactions holding 12 point whatever, so they made a profit of like 3.5 ether. But there was some this morning that were interesting. This has 0 buys. I wonder if I could find them. There was some that it looked like they had bought in quite a while ago, and they had made quite a bit of money. Well, this wallet looks like it just keeps buying, 50 buys in. But a lot of people are mad because whales are buying and selling or this or that, and they're like, why don't they just hold? We're going up. We're going to go to the moon. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it works. It's not how a lot of people make money, especially starting with the pandemic. People have, taken lessons online how to day trade, short-term trading, shorting stuff, being a bear in the market, and things like that. And low float stocks and low float cryptos, stuff with small volume and whatever. When people start buying in, the price actually goes up pretty quickly, like we saw in Bezoge and a few other coins, a ton of other coins. So what these people do is they'll buy in, and then it starts going up, and they'll sell off. And then they figured out a way to manipulate it, or with other friends or other people, they're all talking on Zoom or probably or whatever, or they're bar mates or whatever. They'll just buy into a coin, and they know if they can just start triggering some sells, the coin will start going the other way. And then guess what they'll do? They'll buy in again, and it'll go up and down, and they keep on repeating that. And that's how they make some money. And they do that with tons and tons of coins, but usually low volume. Well, low float coins, low volume coins, stuff that, a few transactions can really move the price in either direction. And they'll continue to do that until the coin or the project or the token or the stock becomes more mainstream, and it's got a more solid base. Basically, there's too many people that own it to be able to move it like that. So you can't move gigantic stocks that have, like millions and millions of people that are holding it or buying or that have bought it. You can move small ones like this that have, 29,000 holders. And when you look at the volume, it takes, you have a transaction every, couple minutes, every 3 or 4 minutes. That's very, very low volume. You can easily move it. You could probably easily move it right now is if you put like if you and 2 other people were going to sell, you could just sell like right after the other, and it would just start dropping the price down. And you have a few other people that you could keep doing that, and that's how you manipulate it. And then other people will sell because they'll stop panicking and they'll start thinking it's a scam or whatever, and that's how you build fear in the market. That's with all types of coins, stocks too. It happens all the time. Obviously in the stock market, manipulating it, if they can prove that you are manipulating it to your advantage, it is a crime. It's not in the crypto world, obviously. So I know at some point that could change, but because crypto's 24/7, it is international. There's really no governing bodies except countries trying to ban it. Can easily be manipulated. So So you can see right here we've got some sell orders. Yeah, you see that? And there's a lot of wallets. I know a few people have been tracing it back. I was looking through a lot of them. It takes a lot of time, obviously, to look through all these wallets, but you can kind of see, if you start following all these wallets and take notes, you'll see them trading, so they'll make new wallets too, which is kind of interesting. So they can, you know, or they'll split some of their coins around. And it's not just with this, it's with a lot of other coins. And, you know, when this project, or when this game starts to get closer to launch, it won't be manipulated that much. It will be harder to do, but right now it is very easy to do. And I've seen that with a couple actual stocks too. It's funny, but and a few other coins too. But for now, Bezoge can easily move in either direction depending on how many buys and sells you get in a time frame. And you can see here, look at this. That is 34. Then a minute later, then 2 minutes later. See, it's, you know, this wouldn't happen if you had like 10 transactions every minute, but you have like 10 transactions every 30 minutes, so very low volume. And that is that, obviously. And with Bezoge, we're going to be streaming it a lot more, guys. The project is fantastic. I'm obviously invested in it, but I'll be just using Bezoge here as an example of how you can easily manipulate a stock up and down in the whales. But there are some whales that are buying in and that are just holding, and you're seeing that, and they're selling Shiba for it, which is good news. But you obviously have, you know, 10 to 30 different wallets manipulating the price because they're making money. And, you know, that's the name of the game. You got to make money, especially if, you know, you're not working and you're just at home and, you know, you've given up on working, especially since you've been home for 2 years. This is what you've been doing, you know. You learn how to do it. And I'm sure they got these memes and they got all their Instagram things up and they're like, oh, I'm a day trader, I'm making tons of money manipulating the crypto market. You know, good for them. Do I recommend it? You know, you can only get lucky so many times, you know, because once this thing starts gaining momentum and it keeps going the other way, they can get easily burnt. So I don't recommend it. Obviously, you shouldn't be doing it on the stock market. That is illegal. But let me know what you guys think. You can comment below, link it on your Facebooks, Reddits, Discords, Telegrams. Let me know what you think. And I bet you on Telegram, I bet you there's some private groups that are shorting, that are playing manipulation with a lot of coins. I mean, there's a lot of other coins as well, and we'll talk about those in a later date. But I figured we'll do a quick little Bezoge video. Look at that. We had another sell for 1.118. Obviously, there's no transaction history. These are clearly, look at this. This is probably like a new wallet. Baby Shatumi. Look at this. This wallet probably belongs to somebody else that's been buying and selling like crazy. And you could probably track it down if you just look through some of these transactions, but we don't have that much time. So we're not going to, but you can do your own investigation and your own research. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on my next live stream for Bezoge. Enjoy!